Hello and welcome on today's episode. Today we're going to be exploring a very interesting concept, an interesting bibliography, understanding the foundation, the subatomic elements of today's world. There are things that people still don't get it today, because it's better when they're not getting it. It's better how they understand, but that's not how the world's supposed to work. That's not the world how it works. It's how people will work. There is a father of today's the modern world, thinking of the richest man on earth, thinking of one of the richest men on earth today, Elon Musk. What inspires him to name his electric car Tesla? Think about that. Today we're going to be exploring Nikola Tesla, the father of electricity. He wasn't just a scientist or an alchemist or a mathematician or an astrologer. He was a revolutionary. And today we're going to be talking about the things that they don't want you to know about Nikola Tesla and the things that they want you to know at the mainstream learning. Nikola Tesla, the things that makes him to be revolutionary, by the time he invented this electricity, he told the people, the community, the leader, the politician, the funders, the royal families, that he can give the whole world from today till beyond the free electricity, the free energy. An interesting quote from him. He said, if you want to understand the universe, so it means if you want to understand the world, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. He get this energy source that makes him to be the father of electricity from the source. He believed to enter the source of energy by studying lightnings, the things that people are scared of, that they're danger to the humanity, to society and the community and the world as a whole. He studied the shooting stars. When shooting stars is shooting and they disappear, where does the energy is converted, is transferred to? Because energy can never be created nor destroyed, but it can only be transferred from one form to another. So the energy from the lightning, when it transforms from the lightning, where is it coming from and where is it going? Because it's supposed to be created. He studied the source of this creation. But today, this is the things that mainstream wants you to understand. They didn't want to give or award him his Nobel Prize by what they want us to know. To stop this giving free energy to the world, there come a man called Thomas Edison. He come and tell Tesla, you can't do that. You can never give the world energy, electricity, power for free. We got to give people energy that is gonna dissipate, is gonna get used up, and then they're gonna keep on buying that energy. And the bankers, the funders, the politicians, they side with the story of this financial system, how it works, because it's the world of a Babylon. Thomas Edison invented a light bulb from this invention of Nikola Tesla. A light bulb through the commercial way of it, that there is a bulb that it's been transferred from this energy, and it's been transferred to this bulb where the energy is gonna get used up. It's commercial wise. People, they're gonna keep on buying the bulb, the whole world. When the bulb is fed in, it's transferred certain amount of energy that it have to get used up, so that you keep on buying the bulbs. So like a battery, because Nikola Tesla invented AC generator. This DC, alternative current, is the one that Nikola Tesla, and it inspires the direct current. Looking at the television, the wireless world today, that makes him to be the father of today's generation. We use cell phone, the radio waves that is being transferred wirelessly, the Wi-Fi, this 4G, 5G, the missile, the direction of the laser. For me to call and talk to you, these inventions are given to people that they didn't really invent. This is Nikola Tesla's inventions, or discoveries, if you like. When he's discovering this energy, electricity, he studied those lightning, and he studied that he can transfer light, a city, from where he is with his lightning stick. When people talk about Nikola Tesla, they talk about two electrodes that they have to connect with each other, then the invisible energy can be converted and be transferred to a lightning or a light form. Two electrodes, the sensory or the radiation that is transmitted and give it that magnetic pull, and that's where the energy is gonna be lightened up. This invention, it talk about how it can destroy the whole world, which inspires people believe the Hiroshima and the more of his. By the time when he died, we're gonna come and talk about that, what happened to his documents, writings, and all those. So with all this invention that he have discovered, and people are after his invention, and they give a Nobel Prize, and it's not given Nobel Prize at all. He went away with these inventions of electricity, and he go and propose them to the royal families, where he gained more popularity in the world, and everybody were talking about is he a really physician, mathematician, or he is a magician? The king of Euclid, it's a geometry on its own, and it's to show that these guys were studying something beyond. When it's at mainstream education, they talk more about geometry, like just geometry, Euclidean geometry, like so that they calculate the size, and then they find the areas, and then they can use it for the Babylonian world application of building the constructions, or calculating the height of rocket, this airplane, this, and these are the forbidden things by the ancient Egyptologists or the ancient people, that they didn't want to publish that information about the flying object, the spaceship, spacecraft, because when it fly and when it flee to the space, it disturbing the ether, and the ether is connected with the mind. This is one of the elements that made the creation, including the air, the fire, the water, the earth, all this ether. Coming back to Nikola Tesla and his famous numerology 369, this numbers 369, talking about those, this inspires a triangle. A triangle, it's either be below or above that it have his own application and his own portal opening by the application of thinking of Pythagoras, calculating, and all these Pythagoras theorems, or base, because Pythagoras, he was a very he opened a school, a religious school, some spiritual, esoteric school, that he have his own disciples and people that were attending, teaching lots of mathematics and esoteric or classic physics on its own. Like, we're gonna make another video talking about Pythagoras on its own, as much as we're gonna talk about Euclidean geometry. We know the sacred geometry. What is it that we are not being told? Because they talk about only Euclidean geometry. They forget talking, or they don't talk about the sacred geometry. And we can find more of this enlightenment as we study. You can start by classic physics. You're gonna understand that mind over matter, because that's they study not just physics or physical, but they go to metaphysical of things, where they explore atom on its own, and they find out like is what's happening within an atom through its nucleus of its own, those particles, the protons, neutrons, and all those, even the protons, what it's happening. Because people that are studying this, is the study of students of who invented this, and the student of who invented this, meaning also these Thomas Edison people and all these guys that claim to discover the television world and the wireless of its own, cause and remote control and laser that they did, that Nikola Tesla. They're the students of Nikola Tesla. The theory of it takes Thomas Edison thousands failed attempt till it discover. I still doubt it after finding the crime that happened behind for the commercial wise of inventing these light bulbs from the energy that were supposed to be given, that Nikola Tesla wanted to give it to people for free. Now you could have been using electricity for free. Your battery could have been charging it for free. It studied all this, and people were focused too much on the money and commercial way, and advance in the weapons bombing somewhere with a rocket from somewhere and manipulating the object. Because people like Nikola Tesla, they made a toy, Titanic, that he was controlling, and it blows people's mind by that time of his generation, controlling a boat inside the water by his remote control. What was it saying by the time? It's before technology that it's go on today. And it shows there's too much that we are not being told. But as much as we dig deep and we understand this, the notion of hertz, or how can we calculate the vibration of things, or the wave of and the frequency, when we come to understand this energy, like that it's been transferred, it's been given from one form to another, it helps the application not only for the construction of modern world, it can also be used for the personal, for a person, for us. Understand this knowledge, how can we enhance our vibration by the knowledge, study, application of all these great thinkers, great inventors. We're going to talk about more of this concept. But for now, have a beautiful day. Have a lovely life. Thank you.